Hello, you guys, and welcome to Macau. You guys, I am here with the infamous
Oh my goodness.
Joe Jordan with the Boys and Girls Club. Um, Mr. Joe has been here with 17 years now.
17 years.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. So tell the people who you are and what
sure.
all do you do?
Well, first of all, thank you for allowing me to share a platform with you.
Yes.
I've watched your other
Yeah,
shows. You do a wonderful job, and thank you for what you're doing for the community.
thank you.
Um, I asked myself, I don't really have much to say. I'm a pretty
Oh,
simple person, but certainly I've been raised in this community all my life. I love Fort Wayne. I think it's a wonderful city, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity to impact it as it impacted me when I was younger. So coming to the Boys and Girls Club 17 years ago, it came.
wow.
I feel like it, full circle because I've
Mm,
benefited from youth programs all my life, particularly when I was a kid. So having the opportunity to work with an amazing organization like Boys and Girls Club, an amazing national movement like Boys and Girls Club, it's an honor and a blessing. A lot of responsibility, but it's a blessing.
definitely responsibility. Um, so how did you end up getting in this position?
Well, um, when I went to school, and I got a master's degree in business and undergraduate in business, and I wanted to go to the corporate world to make money.
Hmm.
And so I did that for 9 years, and I kept feeling empty.
Mm,
Made good money, but I
mm,
just felt empty. I just felt like I'm spending all this time working 50 to 60 hours a week
mm.
and coming home and drained and not really feeling like I'm contributing to the world.
Wow.
And so I worked for, I volunteered a lot. I volunteered, and someone asked me to do a kind of a speech around United Way, say, hey, can you go and speak in behalf of United Way? Because at the time
Mm,
in the corporate world, I was a United Way person. I was the ones that galvanized the employees to give to United Way.
okay.
And so I went out and spoke at a United Way function, and this gentleman was sitting out in the crowd, and I didn't know him. He didn't know me. He walked up to me and said, hey, can I talk to you? And I said, sure. And he was the president at the time of the East Wayne Street Center, which is a
Ah,
center that Ian and Mimi Rowland started years ago, and asked me would I be interested in coming over and talking to him about maybe potentially leading that organization.
oh wow.
So I went over, and it just felt right. Right? It didn't make common sense because it didn't. I had to take a $25,000 pay cut, and I'm in this building that needs some attention and love, and
Yeah, yeah.
and so it just felt right. And
Mm,
I decided to go ahead and take a risk, and take a serious pay cut, and go into the not-for-profit sector. And man, what a blessing it's been.
wow. Wow. So if you weren't doing this though, what do you think you would be doing?
I'm always going to be in the service business. I'm a human potential chaser, right? I do.
Okay.
I see people and I see the best in them,
Mm,
and I try to get them to understand that the potential they have to push them forward. I just to a fault, right? I see the best in
mm,
people, and and I just try to push them forward to getting the best out of them. So something around service in
okay.
somewhere where I'm helping others.
Okay. Now, is the Boys and Girls Club the only thing that you're doing right now, or do you have your hands a little bit of?
I do. Boys and Girls Club is certainly enough for me to
Okay.
do. 17 years. I would say the first probably 12 years I couldn't do anything but Boys and Girls Club because it was
Mm,
such intensity.
mhm.
And now that we've built something of significance and community value, and God blessed me with the ability to bring in some infrastructure, right?
Mm,
I have a great team of people that work with me to help run the organization. So, yeah, I depend on them a lot, and I thank God for them every day. And I got an amazing board of directors to support and help lead as well.
awesome.
Uh, so that allows me to do a little bit of volunteering work to help our
Okay.
community. I work directly with Indiana Black Expo Fort Wayne
Mm,
chapter. I'm the
mhm.
local president, where we get a chance to really focus in on some of the issues around African American community and do some unique things and have some fun while we're doing it.
Okay.
And then also volunteer a lot. I work with Metro Youth Sports, helping them
Mhm.
get to where they need to be. And so I got my hands in a little bit of everything. Of course, I'm really, really proud of working and being on the board with Parkview Hospital, those
Mm.
types of things. I believe that Boys and Girls Club should be part of the community. So the way in which we do it, we get on these boards and make sure that we have
Okay.
some influence and some input on what's going on in our community.
Okay. Now I need you to look at them and tell them you do what with the Indiana Black Expo now?
I am the local president of the Fort Wayne chapter of Indiana Black Expo.
he's, he's the local president of that. Then
Mhm.
you're here.
Yes, president
Oh,
CEO of the Boys and Girls Club, and serve on several other boards. And yeah, so my philosophy is this:
okay.
I've been blessed with great mentors.
Okay.
Inside my family, I have 6 older brothers and 3 sisters who mentored me,
Mm.
and I am a sum total of all of them. But I also have these professional people that's poured into my life.
Mm.
And God has blessed me with these people coming into my life at specific times. And, like a Chuck Surek, Tom Kelly,
Mm.
um, you know, Rick James, Steve. I mean, there's several people I can name that really has a huge
Wow.
influence in my life. Early on, when I went to East Wayne Street Center, I got to know Ian and Mimi Rowland.
Okay.
And Ian at the time was the president and CEO of Lincoln Life. And he was very
Oh, okay.
influential in our community. And him and I became really good friends. He helped mentor me in ways that I can't even. There's no words that can describe his
Wow.
impact and influence on my life. And he had this philosophy of basically giving himself away.
Wow.
He didn't want to take all of God's blessings that he received
Mm.
to his grave. And he says, Joe, I want to be empty when I leave.
Amen.
And I've adopted that philosophy. I
Wow.
mean, I want to be empty. I want all the blessings, knowledge, skills that God afforded me. I
Hmm.
want them to go to
Yeah.
someone else. The biggest sin that we have, particularly African Americans, we don't share. We don't share our skills. We don't mentor. We don't bring people along.
Mm.
We take that stuff right to our grave. And we got to stop that because God didn't bless us.
Oh.
He didn't bless us to do like this.
Yes.
He blessed us so we can bless others.
Yeah.
That's the key. And that's how you keep getting blessings.
Mm.
Keep blessing others. I promise you, you'll get your blessings. You'll get even more blessings. I'm living it. I
Wow.
don't supposed to be where I'm at.
Mm.
I'm just nothing special about me. I just love people.
Mm.
I try to do the right thing, and blessings come because I'm
Wow.
trying to bless others.
Wow. Wow. I hope y'all heard that. I hope you heard it. Now, what did you want to do when you grew up? You were younger. You were like, "This is what I'm going to do when I grow up."
Like any other young African American boy in the hood, we wanted to play sports. Wanted to be a basketball player, and come from a basketball family, 7 boys in the household. We hooped, and
Okay, y'all had your own team.
yeah, on team. And fortunately, that my brother Walter did make it to the pros.
Awesome.
But we all played basketball, and basketball was good to me because it paid for my undergraduate degree. I was good enough to get a scholarship
Okay.
to a 4-year, university, and was able to get an undergraduate degree.
Mm.
And so it was good for me. But most importantly, basketball taught me a lot about me, about my leadership skills, about getting along with people. It's basketball. I mean, team sports in general is a great teacher. And so when I hire people today, that's an extra bonus if they play team sports.
Because they understand
Yeah,
how the team is supposed to work.
exactly.
Okay.
And the other thing that influenced me when I was younger, because we had a gentleman by the name of Mr. Herms. He was an insurance man, so he would come to the house collecting insurance. Back in the day, they would come to your
Yes,
house,
yes,
right?
they did.
And I didn't know what Mr. Hearn was doing, but I knew Mr. Hearn was always sharp. He was always dressed to the nines, smelling good,
Mhm,
very professional, tall, handsome young black man, and I
mhm.
was like, I don't know what Mr. Hearns do, but I want to be like Mr. Hearns. So he had an influence on me because of how he carried himself, how professional he was. He would always smell good and dress good, and so that was a big influence on me. So I kept saying, I don't know what Mr. Hearns do, but I want to be like Mr. Hearns, and so I understand my responsibility to the kids that I serve. So when I walk in the club and the kids see me, I want them to see another Mr. Hearns. You just
Awesome.
don't know
You don't
how you're
know.
influencing kids.
You don't know. Now, do you feel like this position, was it um, your own vision, or you feel like someone else was like, well, you said it. Someone
Yeah,
else saw you and was like, I think he would be good at.
yeah, he did. He saw how passionate I was about serving people. I mean,
Mm,
he saw he saw me up on stage talking about the importance of pouring into people, and leaving a legacy of love
mhm,
and kindness and service.
mhm,
And so he got to know me, and he says, "You would be great at this." And
okay.
so with my business acronym, along with the passion in my heart, he thought I
Mm.
would be a perfect match. The jury's still out, but so far, so good.
So this is more of a calling.
Absolutely.
Mm,
So when you're in a space of anointment,
mhm,
I really believe that my assignment is here, right? I believe I'm here. Uh, I'm aligned with God's purpose for my life.
mm,
I'm convinced of that
mm,
because when you're aligned with God's purpose and you're doing uh, what God would want you to do,
mhm.
He will provide for
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
And trust me when I tell you, when I walked in here 17 years ago, we were in trouble.
Wow.
We were way back
Mm.
on the budget, 400,000 in the hole,
Wow.
building falling apart,
Yes. Yes, it was.
no community value. People didn't value, respect the club,
Mm.
and problematically, we wasn't getting the outcomes that we needed, and we were not serving 600 700 kids like we're serving today.
Wow.
So um, all I knew that I cared enough to make sure that I did all I can to help build it because
Mm.
those kids needed it. And look where we are, And again, it's not nothing special about me other than I
Mm.
care. Like I really, really care
Mm.
at a whole nother level.
Wow.
And God aligned it. I'm in God's alignment, so therefore,
Everything
He
is
provides.
provided. Wow.
He provides.
Wow. So how many kids, you just touched on how many children you,
Yeah, about 650 every day, every
600
every single day.
kids.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, 600 about 600 kids, 650 kids every single day. They're able to come here after school all the way up until 7:30,
Mm.
and they get a hot, nutritious meal, a healthy snack before they go home. Get life enhancing programs around healthy lifestyles and character and leadership and academics.
Mm.
And they also get these amazing human beings pouring into their lives and mentoring them
Wow.
every single day after school. Um, it's this may sound braggadocious, but
Come on.
who does that? Who does that every single day? Nobody does that but Boys and
Yeah.
Girls Clubs. And I'm
Wow.
very proud to be associated with our local club and our local movement. It's amazing, and to see the lives change. I got kids that have been here all of their school years. I mean, K,
Wow.
eighth grade, ninth grade, they're here.
So what is the age range for the
Yeah,
grade range?
yeah, K to 12, the school age kids, and we do
K
have
to
some
12.
young adult programs too that do partnerships, but,
Oh wow.
but basically it's school age kids.
Wow. No wonder it's 600
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is a calling. So what advice would you give someone who's not yet walking in that vein of their calling?
I think you have to find passion,
Mhm.
right? So you have to lose yourself first. You have to lose yourself, and then you find yourself. If you lose yourself, that means you're losing yourself into something that's bigger than you. Then you
Mm,
find your passion for it. So when you in your passion, place of passion, then you operate differently, right?
Mm.
You perform differently.
Mhm.
Uh, I went to the corporate, right? I wanted money, so I went to corporate
Mm.
America.
Mhm.
Wasn't my passion.
Mm.
I was chasing this,
Right, right,
right?
right.
And then when I went from corporate America into not-for-profit sector, my passion, I was, man, I was on fire.
Wow.
I had a reason to get up every morning.
Yeah.
I had a reason to work a little extra. I was functioning not on. I had to. I was functioning on. I want
You
to
want to.
because
Wow.
my passion was there and it created my purpose. So find your passion, align yourself with God as much as you can. Make sure that you're having these communications with God. I'm different when it comes to my spirituality.
Okay.
I have conversations with God
Okay.
every day, and hoping that I'm aligning myself with Him, right?
Mm.
Um, so just align your passion. Hopefully, it aligns with God's purpose for your life, and you'll see it take off.
Awesome. Awesome. What is there a job or maybe a situation that um, more prepared you for this position?
Yeah, I believe you have to get educated. I was fortunate enough to have 3 college degrees. I still don't know how that happened, but
Okay.
you have to educate yourself, and you it's not it doesn't stop because you get a degree.
Mm.
You have to be really serious about your field of choice. You want to be the expert, right?
Mm.
And so to be the expert, you have to always learn, read, and explore, and go to self-development classes. And don't much as I love music, I don't listen to music all the time. I listen to you know um, CDs on self-help tapes and
Mm.
those types of things.
Mhm.
I've been doing that all my life.
Okay.
Just really trying to get better. Be better prepared because when you're in leadership position, the ceiling stops at you. And if you don't
Ah.
continue to rise the ceiling, then the organization is suffering. I've been here 17 years, and people say,
Yeah.
"Man, that's a long time,"
Yeah.
and I say, that is a long time. But I ask myself, my question is, am I effective?
Mm.
Am I driving the organization forward? Right. So,
You
yeah.
know where the Boys and Girls Club was and where it is now. It's definitely been effective.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. And
definitely.
I ask myself that all the time. I self reflect all the time. Am I
Mm.
effective?
Mm.
Am I still got the edge? Do I still have the
Mm.
passion to lead this organization?
Mm.
And any day that I can say no, then I'm going to get my hat. And I'm going to get my
Okay.
hat and I'm going to say, hey, thanks for the journey. I'm out.
Wow.
Because I'm not going to hold up this mission, this amazing
Mm.
organization. It has to keep moving forward
Mm-hmm.
because our kids depend on it.
Kids needed. Wow. Wow. With such a great organization, what are some negatives about this?
You know, I don't know. I think I don't see any negatives
No?
because this is
Okay.
a place of hope and opportunity.
Awesome.
And we have this optimistic perspective of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, when we see gaps, like for example, the reason why we're sitting in this amazing building is because we wasn't serving the older kids well. We did great with the K
Mm.
to the eighth graders,
Mm-hmm.
but we did not do well with the teens.
Mm.
So had a vision to build another club to make sure that we have opportunities to serve the kids, serve
Wow.
the older kids. And that's what we did. We
Mm-hmm.
built this facility with the help of some amazing community volunteers, uh, who raises 12, $13 million in 9 months.
Wow.
Yeah, that's God, right? That ain't me. That's God.
Only. Only.
That's God. So to be able to do that,
Mm.
and then build a structure that really helps us meet the needs of kids. Have our older kids upstairs. Now our teen numbers are like through the roof, and
Wow.
then we got blessed again a couple years back. We built a career center, helping them understand different pathways to become productive adults. So all of that happened in the last 7 years
Wow.
to be here and then have that ability to help kids find direction. It's been awesome.
Awesome. Now, what are some of the things that you guys do or have in place for the youth?
Yeah, so our mission is really about inspiring kids, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential
Okay.
as productive, caring, responsible citizens. And we do that through a variety of programming in three specific areas, which is healthy lifestyles,
Okay.
uh, career, career and workforce development, and also education, right,
Hmm.
and character leadership. So everything we do falls in one of those buckets.
Okay.
If it doesn't fall in that bucket, we shouldn't be doing it. And most importantly, providing a safe place for kids to go,
Mm.
assist those single moms or parents who may be working to 6 or 7 o'clock at night instead
Mm.
of the kid going home at long. They come into the Boys and Girls Club where they're safe and they're being mentored and they're being appreciated and valued. Unfortunately, a lot of our kids, nobody sees them. They're just
Mm.
walking around during the day
Mm.
and they become invisible. But when
Mm.
they come to the Boys and Girls Club, we see them. We see them, we acknowledge them, we celebrate them, we push them forward. That's why we don't have to recruit. We just open the doors and they come.
Wow. 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 So I know I did hear that you guys have like a technology
Yeah,
center
yeah.
now.
We have what's called the Jim Kelly Career Pathway Center,
Okay.
and we had a program called Project Blueprint for years. This program was really kind of an exploratory program, helping kids understand there's different pathways. For an example, we got a great relationship with skilled trade unions, so they would come every week, talk about their trade. Do little special projects with
Oh,
kids, and they talk about their
cool.
trade. And so when we did our surveys for kids, we do surveys for our kids quarterly, and kids start
Awesome.
saying they would say, "What do you want to be? I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a football
Of
player. I want to be
course.
a singer." Then they start saying, "I want to be a pipe fitter." Because of this program, they start saying, "I want to be a
Oh,
pipe fitter. I want to be a bricklayer. I want to be an electrician."
ah,
So
awesome.
that really inspired me to say, "Okay, how do we not only be exploratory, how do we be more immersive in these
Mm.
opportunities, particularly for our older kids?"
Hmm.
So the building, 2 doors down, was vacant for years,
Yes.
and I went down there and I said, "You know what? Let me see what we can do with this building." And I
Mm.
actually called Tom Henry, rest his soul, and I called Tom Kelly. I said, "Would you guys come over to this abandoned building with me?" It
Uh-huh.
was cold as heck outside, and they did. They came over. I started walking them through the building. I started talking about a vision about you know career pathways. And Tom Kelly looked at me literally 45 minutes. "Do you want the building?" I said, "Sure." I thought Tom was joking. He said, "No, send me the invoice." He bought the building. Look at God, right? Look at God. And so we had to raise close to $5 million for renovation and stuff. And we
Wow.
did that in probably 3.5 months. And
What?
yeah, God. It's not Joe Jordan, it's God.
Wow.
And so we were able to build this career center that's been amazing.
Mm.
It's been amazing, transformational for our kids, and
Mm.
really kids are starting to see themselves in the future. They're starting to see,
Wow.
man, this is something I can do,
Yeah.
make a living, and it's been beautiful. I mean, it's only been open a year,
Wow.
2 years now, a little under 2 years. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
it's been a blessing.
Wow. Sounds like it. So you said your amazing staff. Now,
Yes.
are they just volunteers? How do people get involved with the Boys and Girls Club?
We have volunteers.
Mhm.
Volunteers are always welcome. We have a number of volunteer opportunities, um, but it is staff driven
Okay.
because of we're working with kids. There's a high level of protection that we
Yes.
have to have,
Yeah.
background checks and all that
Mhm.
stuff. So we don't just let anybody just walk in.
Mhm.
Um, but it's staff driven. You have to be trained. Why we call them YDPs with the youth professional. They had to be trained. I mean, it's a structured, professional environment. It's not like
Okay.
you just everybody just come in and throw a basketball up and there you go.
Okay.
No, it's truly a youth development organization and
Okay.
with a national association with the Boys and Girls Club of America. So
Okay.
there's rules and regulations that we
Okay.
have to follow. And I'm really proud of this. 17 years, no incidents.
Praise the Lord.
100 kids coming to the building every day, and I'm knocking on wood. 17 years, we had no incidents, crazy stuff like
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I'm being reminded of the word. It says the Lord blesses and he adds no sorrow to it.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that is what you're walking in.
Thank you. Thank you for blessing me with that one.
Yes, no sorrow with it. Wow. Well, my last and final question is my favorite question because it's always different.
Okay.
Always different. Have you ever wanted to quit, and what did that moment look like?
Mm. There's definitely been some very difficult times,
Mm.
but my personality, I don't run. I'm an old athlete, right? So I just, because I believe that I'm here for a purpose.
Mm.
I don't believe you should run, and when those times come, I just bear down. I say to myself, I'm gonna watch God get me out of this
Okay.
because I expect Him to get me out of it. I do.
Man.
I expect His favor.
Yeah.
I expect God's favor, even in our most difficult times. If you expect God's favor, He will see you through.
Mm.
And you depend on Him. I've had some tough times recently, but guess what? Now that I'm out of that storm, I look back. I said, "Boy, I see what you were doing.
Yeah.
I see how you, because I would have never probably left.
Mm.
He made me leave because He knew that you needed to be out of that situation. So when tough times come, I believe in Him. I know there's a purpose for those tough times, and I'm telling you, every time He saw me through.
Amen.
He saw me through.
Amen.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. And I just want people to know, man, this got nothing to do with me. It's all Him. It's all Him and your expectations of Him, right? He's, he's His blood is running through all of us.
Amen.
And we say we have faith, and then when things go wrong, you turn and run.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm gonna look it in the face and say, okay, God, I know this is a purpose for all this pain and hurt,
Yeah.
and I can't wait to see what you do with it.
Mm.
And every time when I look back, I go, oh wow, that's what He was doing.
That's good.
That's how I live my life. We can't get caught up in the negative. People always got something to say. They want to tear. Let them do it. That's all they doing is to me is they're helping God show more favor in my life.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. Go ahead, say what you want to say,
Right,
but
right.
God is listening because I know, my heart is clean. I just wait and see what He does. So I
Okay.
just, I just got to protect my spirit and my joy and my peace, and going to do that no matter what.
Awesome. Awesome. Wow. Well, that's it for me.
Thank you
That's
for
it
having
for
me. I
me.
appreciate it. You're kind of passionate about Boys and Girls Club and community. So if I was a little bit too passionate, please forgive me.
No. Hey, you are who you are. That's what the people want to see. That's what they want to see. You know. So I thank you so much again for your time. You guys, thank you so much for joining us here at the Boys and Girls Club. If you have some school age children, need some place to go, they need to learn some things, learn how to become a team,
Yeah.
come to the Boys and Girls Club. All right. You guys have a great day. Don't just have a great day, but make it a great one for somebody else.